What's one more quote for us? Oh Lord, who else sounded like this? They ain't made me what I am, they just found me like this. I was ready. I've been ready since my dad used to tell me he would come in and show. Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you, then do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick, whole squad on that real 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick, real quick. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick, whole squad on that real 0 to 100 real quick.
Quick right now.
Real quick, real quick.
You start getting that ass whooped. Quick now.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Wow, the fans making a lot of noise here inside the arena. The Sacramento Kings are getting settled in. So Cleveland will get the first possession. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the center. On defense, the Kings.
And the Kings last season struggled with just about everybody. And the Eastern Conference was no different. Just couldn't get the wins they needed to keep pace in their conference.
Rondo with it. Guarded now by Kevin Love. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And so here's Cleveland. 4-point game.
I'll take it.
Irving kicks to Smith.
I'll wrap it up, son.
Rondo again. It's Irving. Rondo with some nice D.
Goes on.
And now here comes Gay leading the break. And Rondo gets it to go on the assist from Gay. Rondo's got his second bucket.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
That Rudy.
Well, took off.
It's not
another quitter.
possible what we just thought. Is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
To the inside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Take him up, Rondo.
Smith outside. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only one falling. Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And former coach of the year, George Karl, making his way back into the league last season. Kings picked him up halfway through the year to kind of stabilize their coaching situation.
Here's Rondo.
Look at that.
It's rebounded by Cleveland.
4 or 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
And what a pickup to get a guy like Carl, Greg, on their bench, as you mentioned. He's just been a winner, Clark, his entire career.
Well, he's climbing the ladder in the all-time wins category as a coach, and also he's a cancer survivor. He's overcome a battle with cancer, and that also lends itself to having great compassion and respect for George Karl.
As did his son, Kobe.
That's
Remember
right.
that? Yeah.
That's right. It was a family affair.
Gay, vicious, Duacy. Feeds it to McLemore. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Sacramento.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. The drive by Cousins can't hit. And Cleveland will come the other way. And he gets it to go.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him two.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Irving attacking. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Here's Cousins. That one a little long.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
It's stolen by Rondo. And here's the break. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
And guys, how about the awareness there with that finish in traffic?
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And they'll keep possession. The Kings have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Mozgov grabs the board.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Rondo. The shot no good.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 1.
Wake me up, son. You put me to
Live from
sleep.
Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Cleveland?
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. Quincy AC out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rondo in at the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. And they double up Rondo. He dishes it to Cousins. Inside.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson comes in for Channing Frye. And it's LeBron in for Iman Shumpert.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
That's good.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
James against Gay.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter.
Ill-advised pass on that one, guys. I mean, he had to know there was a man there in position to get that turnover.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when the steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
The Kings have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Darren Collison, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
Sacramento didn't have a free-flowing offense, and they wanted to get up and down, and it showed in their play transitioning from stagnant to free-flowing.
It's looking. Oh, wow. It's a beautiful jam. It's not possible what we just saw. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Irving's checked in.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one. Well, I tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive. Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Count that one.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. Cavs were very strong against the West. 18-12 record for them overall, second only to the Hawks in the East.
And they really turned it on against the West from mid-January on. How about going 14-1 in the West in their last 15 matchups, and that included a 10-game win streak against the West.
Kings were off to a hot start last year, but things certainly fell apart midway. A big factor in that was the messy firing of their coach, Mike Malone.
Yeah, really, that firing came out of nowhere to the fans and the players, and it seemed odd to fire a coach that has been leading his team to good basketball.
And some changes here for the Kings. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Quincy Ace, and it's Bellinelli in for Ben McLemore. And Cleveland also making a change. Mozgov's checked in, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
And, you know, we'll never really know the full details of why Malone was fired, but the effect it had on the team was easy to see. Teams really tailspinned out of control afterward.
Gay passes to Cauley Stein. Dishes it to Bellinelli. From about 16. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Kicks it out to James. He feeds it to Mozgov. Back to James. Cauley Stein kicks to Bellinelli. Sacramento moving it around. Kicks it out to Gay. No good off the back of the rim.
You know, the Kings, I think, will look back and realize they made a dubious decision the way they handled that coaching change. I mean, lucky for them, they were able to right things, so to speak, by landing George Karl later on. Clearly one of the better coaches in NBA history.
Nice shot by James.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
A different look now for Cleveland. Fry comes in for Thompson. And Shumpert in there for LeBron. The lead pushed to double digits. And now it's an 11-point Cleveland lead.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
You know, he's got to take care of the ball much better than he has been. By himself, he's accounted for 4 turnovers. That's way too many.
Some changes for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Cauley Stein. Butler comes in for Rudy Gay. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Darren Collison. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And, you know, obviously, you know, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, you know, sometimes to make some adjustments.
Making a change here. Cousins is checked in. The Kings trail by 11. And it's Rondo penetrating. A nice shot by Kufis.
They ran that inbound play perfectly there to get the quick hitter. These giveaways aren't doing them any favors on the scoreboard.
And that's 8 points they've surrendered here off those turnovers in the quarter. And obviously, that's had an impact.
And so here's Cleveland. Irving for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Ace has got 3 rebounds now in this one. The drive by Cousins. And so that brings the first half to a close. Cavaliers on top, up by 9. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
And the defense was soft in that first half, and he took advantage every chance he could. And boy, was he throwing it down hard.
Yes, sir. He has had too many uncontested runs to the hoop. But even if a defender's gotten there, it's been posterized time.
And now the third quarter about to get going. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love with the talented pair at their forward position. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. It goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
And then Cousins with the dunk.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-handed.
And the Cavaliers call time here. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Here's James. That's in there. Love with the assist. 23 points for LeBron.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today. You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up, look at that. Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Smith. Rondo kicks to Gay. No good with the triple.
Well, the defense recognized how dangerous he is out there and got right up on him. Didn't give him any space.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Kicks it to McLemore. Wants to get it to Rondo and does. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got his third rebound on the night. From deep three-point range. And that's collected by Gay. Gay's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
The Cavaliers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
Ramon Shumpert has checked in for Irving. Well, last season, Greg, another year without playoff basketball in Sacramento. A shame to see some of the best fans in the NBA not be a part of the postseason.
That's a great point, Kevin. Now, 9 straight years where the Kings have failed to make the postseason. 29-win seasons aren't going to get you very far when you're battling in the West.
Channing Frye's checked in for the Cavaliers. Love with the screen on Gay. The shot's good from LeBron.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And, you know, you mentioned the 9 straight years without a playoff appearance for the Kings. Their last trip was in 2006. And since then, they've been rebuilding. That's the 2nd longest playoff drought in the NBA.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Well, if the Kings do make it back to the playoffs, you know they'll be dangerous. Their fans have been through so much the last few seasons. They really deserve to see a team.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. And J.R. Smith subbed in for James. Cleveland the rebound. Fry, that's for 2. And that one comes up a bit short.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
And that's really just smart basketball. You send a 4-foul shooter to the line.
Yeah, and he was on his way to sending that one down, so the play is definitely to foul right there, which he did. They didn't shoot it well from the line in the first half, but they've turned it around here, and it's helped them secure the lead. I mean, free throw shooting is important when you're trying to pad a lead.
Here's Rondo, and the rejection by Smith. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. And McLemore kicks to AC. Here's Rondo. Here's Cousins. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. Irving for 3. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 7 rebounds in the game.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flutter.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Cavaliers lead by 7. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. The Cavaliers leading by 7. McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Quincy Ace. And it's Rondo and the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
Maybe that'll ignite it. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
And that's what the alley-oops guys will do for your team.
Here's Cousins. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. For 3, Smith. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. This one for 3. And there's Gay. That's good on the assist from McLemore.
Defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And on the way from Irving for 3. AC with the rebound. AC's got 5 rebounds tonight. Rondo kicks to McLemore. Here's Cousins. Back in off the glass. Cousins has got 15 points here in the second half.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. As this game approaches its finale, the outcome's still undecided. He's told them, we're not far, fellas. It's within reach. Seize the moment and walk away with a win. Guys?
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Love's checked in for Mozgov. And James subbed in for Iman Shumpert. Gay outside to tie it up. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Now Cleveland moving it up. James with the ball.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
And Cousins kicks to Ace. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
Irving's shot is good.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Rondo's shot is off.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it, I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
And then Cousins with the dunk.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
And that's what makes the alley-oop such a terrific play when you're able to execute it.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. Now the pass to Ace. And Cousins throws it down.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
It's Gay with the drive. Lots of room. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from DeMarcus Cousins. Here's LeBron.
Just love the focus when he gets around the rim. How huge could those 2 points be?
And then Cousins with the dunk.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Cleveland?
And you really can't help but notice all the points they've continued to get off turnover.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
gets the first one, and that ties the game up. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're trailing by 2. We've got 1:28 left in the game. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. LeBron kicks to Smith. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Fires the 3. And he gets it to go. Smith's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose.
1:16 left in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. The Kings trail by 7.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
Game. Yes!
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
No good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
The dish to Dellavedova. And it's Love missing.
Not sure there's anything they can do to salvage this one. Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy. The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Rondo dishes to Cousins. And Thompson sends it back. Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
Timothy Mozgov. Channing Frye. Iman Shumpert.
Eight seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Shumpert. And the layup falls.
Iman Shumpert.
And now it's a 10-point Cleveland lead.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.